just some small town dads living in the White Mountains.
Soda. This is a new one. I've not tried this one before. Nice.
Well, it must be good for you. It's called what? Athletic. So
drink a bunch of non-alcoholic IPA and go for a run, baby.
Yeah, baby. No, you'll shit your pants. You kidding me? Oh, hey, we didn't see you there.
I didn't even know we started recording.
Oh, wow, look at that.
As we're talking into the mics on purpose.
Welcome, everybody, to the Small Town Dads podcast. I'm Jesse Regalado.
And I'm Gabriel Lee Nelson. And we are the STDs.
STDs.
We are over-opinionated,
Yes.
undereducated,
Yes.
and over-fucking-stimulated,
Check,
baby.
check, and check.
Woo!
We're dads. We're dads that live in a small town. And we talk about small town shit. We just so happen to do comedies. We it is a comedy podcast, so
Yes,
you're going to hear some dad jokes. And this helps me helps me cope with the day-to-day, because it can be hard. It can be hard out here for a dad.
Ooh!
Yeah. But
trying to be cool and be rad.
yeah, so this is day what?
Day 18.
Day 18! Woo!
I thought I wasn't going to make it this far.
I'm going to put a counter. Where do you want the counter when we put it? Like right here in the middle? Do you want it right above your face?
Right above my head.
Right, like, oh, that'd be good. Like a death clock or something. Just
you know, like those days without an injury sign?
Oh, yeah, there you go. Days without a drink. Days without a drink sign. That's nice. Oh, man. Well, cheers. Cheers to that, man. I know that's kind of counterproductive. But we could be cheersing pickle juice for all I care.
Yeah.
It's more of just hang.
And I totally do that, like during pool league or when I'm hanging out at the bar and start doing things off the clock. Mm-hmm. I get a non-alcoholic beer and a shot of pickle juice.
There you go.
Because I always got a beer and a shot.
Yes.
You know, so it just keeps the routine alive.
Yeah, pickle juice is healthy, actually.
You know, yeah. I'm hydrating.
Hydrating. Yep.
Still pissing a lot. Like I'm drinking. Still not much has changed.
Still smells like pickle juice.
Still same.
Hot pickle juice.
I've never peed next to you. Word does travel fast.
It does. Oh yeah, it does.
Who pissed next to me that told him?
I was just in the stall taking a shit, and I was like, "Who's brining a turkey out here right now?"
Someone open a jar of pickled eggs.
Oh my god, it's so I can taste it. I need some tahini with it.
Tahini for my for my moist piss hair.
Oh yeah. See, yeah, that's what you get. That's what you get for tuning in.
Yeah,
you get to be a part of this. So we did have a comedy show Friday. Quick review. How do you think it went?
I think
your set, overall night, the other comics.
I think it was good. It was a better turnout than our last one. I gotta say.
Yeah.
At least crowd-wise, comic-wise.
Yeah. I don't know. That's tricky because we had more comics than the last one.
Okay. That's
true. But we did have we had a more fun crowd because no one was heckling this time. But you did a little crowd work. I got a pic of you walking off stage talking to that guy.
I 100% fucked up my crowd work. And I tried to play it off, and the guy didn't help.
Yeah, no,
he was super into it.
He was.
Because I was really hoping that they wouldn't like interact as much because it was just a bit like I was talking to someone.
Yeah.
First off, I let off into it all wrong.
Yep.
Said the wrong words. And then this guy's like, yeah. Yes, sir.
Yep.
Hi. Yeah, absolutely. I don't know.
So happy.
And I kind of just tried to ignore it while I was going through it, just to get through that part. I'm like, shit, it's not gonna land the way I planned this out.
Oh man.
Luckily, the punchline kind of still worked because at least they knew what I was going for.
Okay. Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
I think saved me a little bit.
He was a team player for sure. He's a fan of comedy. He mentioned he missed the past few shows that we've done there, and he apparently was like, "Hey, so is that your podcast?" Because I had it on the screen.
Good impression of him.
Thanks. Yeah.
Is that your podcast?
That's your podcast? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, people were talking about it. And I told him, I was like, oh, so what'd you think? And he was like, oh, I haven't watched it.
Oh, yeah.
One of those guys. I haven't seen it yet, but people were talking about it. I was
So
like,
you must be
okay.
doing something right.
I was like, I hope it's a good reason why they're talking about it.
Be like,
that
who?
fucking show sucks, dude.
No, he's all, people are talking about it, and you're all, who? He's all, you guys. So you two won't shut the fuck up.
You two.
Oh, wait, you two won't shut the fuck up.
And that tall ass gnome, is that me? Or is it just me? Or is he here? He's here, right? Like it was just. Oh, but yeah, it was fun. We got a lot of comedians that are interested in doing the live recording of Small Town
There's a
Dad's
good little buzz
live
about
show.
that.
It was fun. I'm working on the flyers as we speak. I'm gonna get those printed out by the end of the week, and we'll start putting them up and get. I mean, I just again, even if no one wants to sign up and be a part of the show, because I know it could be a little nerve wracking, right? Would you say? I don't know. How did you feel when you first started
I was
podcasting?
nervous, but being on a microphone's not scary to me. You know,
Mm-hmm.
or on camera. I'm an attention whore like that. I've made music videos. I've performed.
Oh yeah,
You know, so it was. I was nervous because it was something I'd never done.
sure.
But I wasn't nervous in the fact like, oh my god, all eyes are gonna be on me.
Right.
I spent a good chunk of my fucking 20s practicing craft, so eyes would be on me.
Right.
And here I am.
Hell yeah.
On a podcast.
Well, overall, I think your set went great. You know, in considering you gotta take some chances. You know, but the thing is, it's like I don't mind if someone takes a chance that falls on their face. Just take a chance and then roll with it.
Yeah.
You know, because that has been my thing, and I mean, the only way you can experience that is by going up frequently. Because like if you wait too long in between shows, at least for me, that nervousness stews harder.
And it builds back
builds up.
Yeah,
again.
you got to keep the dust
When
off
you
the
just
shelf.
keep going, then yeah, you're just like, well, you want to get better.
Yeah.
You know, you want to improve. You start watching your shit like the way we were watching our shit and stuff, and it's just like, yeah, I already know what I want to do now for the next one. You know, or I'm sitting there telling myself, damn it, Jesse, should have done it this way or said this thing. You know, but I when I went up in my set, I opened it, so I was like, "Hey, everybody, how's it going?" You know,
I'm Jesse. This
I'm
is my
Jesse.
show.
This is the show.
That's my time.
I'm gonna put my hat on the stage and put my. I don't have those kind of balls, but yeah, I talked about our trip going down just to solidify. You know, I also try to bring it back because like if there's anyone interested, I always bring it up in the show. If anyone's interested, come see me. You know, because I always get people who are like, oh, I want to do that sometime, and then I try to get them on, and
like, let's go then.
Then they just don't. And I understand it's very fucking scary, you know.
And like we always touched on that 3-hour trip for what did we get 4 minutes last time?
Yeah, 4 minutes.
Like we spent a lot of money.
Oh yeah,
for that
4 lot of money
to tell jokes.
And that's what separates you, you know, from someone that's really trying to do this craft or art hobby, whatever. Performing requires an investment from you, you know, and you want to get a decent return. So, because that buzz is only good for so long. You know, I've had better drugs
Dude, that
for
buzz,
cheaper.
That buzz was gone before we left town because I passed the fuck out.
Yeah, baby. That's what kept me up from hitting elk.
Just going over your set in your head.
Yeah, playing the thumb game. Keeping
them
on the lines, baby. But I didn't do my. So the tricky part about going up is like it's cold. You have a cold audience. You're trying to warm them up and get them used to what we got going on. And I kept the intro very nice and sweet. I didn't even mention heckling because I feel like when I do, like the odds are people do it.
It's like, oh yeah, telling someone not to do something, they're gonna do it,
and then they do it. So I'm just like, you know what? This time I'm not gonna mention it. I just said, hey, my name is Jesse. I'm the host of the White Balance Open Mic. You know, I appreciate all that signed up, all that showed up, and the venue. One Eye Jacks. I appreciate all you guys. I ask you to be respectful. People are either new or working on new stuff or trying to tighten stuff up.
Yeah.
And their names are in this bucket. I'm gonna pull them out randomly.
I'm glad I didn't go first this time. I went first like the last 3 shows.
Yeah. Well, I go first.
Oh, after you don't count.
I love when people say that.
You don't count. You're the host.
Oh, I had one of the comedians were like, "Hey, are you gonna do a set?" I go, "I do a set every fucking show. What are you talking about?" He's like, "No. I mean, are you gonna like, what? Like,
you know that part where they laughed for about 8 minutes before I called the comedians up?
That's me, buddy. Like, oh, man. And he was just like, oh, they just made that connection. You're just so used to me hosting. You're like, no, I'm doing it with you guys.
He's not even a comedian. He's just a host.
He's just a host.
He just calls motherfuckers up. Sings whole ass country songs.
Him and the DMV, they had the fucking same job.
Gabriel Lee Nelson.
Gabriel Lee Nelson.
So you're gonna have to get a paper and go to the other line.
This way. Nope.
Oh, I can never do a song parody again.
Ah, why?
You fucking killed it. You
Oh,
had
that
the
was
instrumental.
fun.
You had everything. You wrote the entire song.
That's
I'm out
great.
here writing one-liners.
No,
about
I did
big
a whole
jokes,
song.
dude.
I did the whole
So we're not worthy.
3 minutes of my time.
You committed to
was
that
the
whole
song.
fucking thing. And you stayed on beat. That was
That
impressive.
was tough because like I don't have a monitor on stage when most
Yeah.
musicians, so it's like I could. But either way, like it's an easy country beat
Yeah.
to go to. You
catch on
know,
it right.
very uppity and
And
yeah.
you were familiar with it. You had put some thought and some writing into that song.
I've revised that thing. It's about titties. If you guys are ever interested in watching, I didn't get to record it, but if you guys just come to the show, it's a fun opener. Request it. If you're gonna yell anything at me, just say, "Hey, little titties." I don't know exactly what you're talking about. I won't take it as an insult.
I've been working on that.
All right, what if it is a big thing? Like, hell yeah, my man.
No, but that was cool. I enjoyed that.
That was fun. It was a little nerve wracking because I'm running sound and I'm doing the lights, and I wanted the lights to I was trying to, and I forgot to put the lights, switch the lights when the first person went up.
Oh yeah,
and so it was just like while she was doing her set, and then I went with like, well, a lot of my songs that I sing are funny songs, like "Baby Got Back" or fun songs, like "Bad Touch."
No whiskey lullaby.
No. Oh, you can't go wrong with Johnny Cash.
Oh,
I
hear that far too much.
Oh, I hear it everywhere.
Can't go wrong with Johnny Cash.
Can't go wrong with Johnny Cash. But yeah, I so that was a good transition to be like, well, this is a country town. I noticed there's at least half of the people up here enjoy country.
Yeah.
Like, and it's not a big, we're a small town. So I wanna broaden my horizons, and I took one of the country songs that were just super simple, one by Alan Jackson, as far as like you get it, It's only got like
it's one that
4 verses.
Everyone thought it too. Like,
yeah, come on.
You don't hear Little Bitty and City.
No.
Without thinking. Titty.
Without thinking. So that was fun to get to do, and I'm surprised I didn't fuck it up.
You nailed that shit.
But it was good. I wanted to go out and like play with people in the crowd. I didn't know how that was gonna go.
Start beat dipping people's titties.
Yeah, come on, see. Sitting next to someone, yeah. But anyway, the funny part about that is there wasn't a whole lot of women with little titties that night.
It was a big titty night.
It was a big titty night, and so they were kind of just like, okay.
They're mad. They don't relate. I do not resonate with this. This is bullshit.
You just see my sister. She should be here, sitting here, listening to this shit. Yeah, I committed to it. I don't have a whole lot. Like, I spent a lot of time on that one. So
no, but country music's my favorite to parody. It's just it's so easy.
It is. Yeah, I mean, yeah, pretty fucking easy.
Do you do any country songs for karaoke?
The only one I do that I've attempted, I'm not good at it, but was it's a sad, depressing, like drinking song.
Oh, that's most of them.
That's most of them. I get it. I'm not narrowing it down much, but it's Rock Bottom. I'm trying to think of the lyrics here. It's like, you know what? I'm just gonna look it up real quick. But it's a song for alcoholics, and this whole town's trying to like his local watering holes, trying to give him like an intervention.
Oh Jesus!
Not necessarily. Just they're kind of like giving him hints that maybe he's
doing the bars telling you got a drinking problem.
That's what it's called.
Drinking problem.
Drinking problem. There it is.
Some people say I got a drinking problem. I got no problem drinking at all.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Cool. That's a good one.
People say that I've hit rock bottom.
Yeah. Well, people do
because I'm living on the rock.
People do shit or like the all gangster rap made me do it. And like I was an alcoholic, and like country music made me do it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm single. Country music made me do it.
Dude, when I was first going through it, the
Yeah.
people at my bar that knew,
Yeah.
these motherfuckers were playing
playing.
the saddest, the worst country songs. And I'm like right in the thick of it. Like it's fresh,
Oh,
it's
dude.
brand new.
Oh,
I'm like,
it's
oh, you
great.
sons of bitches. And they're like, it'll help you be stronger and get past it.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of these crafts that I feel like that. I mean, anything that takes, time into, you can't get distracted. I'm sorry, but
Oh, especially when you're cooking,
yes,
like when you're going, like don't like leave me alone. If I'm writing, don't fucking talk to me until I'm done.
if you're seeking
Like,
creativity, seek boredom. You need to be completely
yeah,
alone in your and then it just starts.
Yep.
Like it just comes out, and then you want to ride that as long as you can because it's so fleeting, especially when it comes to joke
you
writing.
gotta get everything out of it that you can.
Yeah, you got to milk that bitch.
Because you won't remember later.
Nothing.
It's impossible.
There's times where I've gone to bed with a good idea, that like a joke or a premise I was trying to crack, and something just hits me like lightning, and I'm like, oh shit. There's times when the early days of writing where I was like straight up, oh, I'll just remember it tomorrow, and I'll just kind of go over it in my head till I go to sleep too, and then it's gone.
There's certain times where that will happen. Like I think it's got to be a real good premise, or if it was
Yeah.
a lyric, a real good lyric that
Yeah.
I say to myself all day that kind of gets embedded. That's how I know one is worth it too. If I'm like, oh, I'll remember, and I actually do, that one's worth working off.
Keep
of.
it. Yep.
But then when that happens late at night, you run the conundrum of like, okay, I'm gonna try and remember it for tomorrow,
Yes.
or getting up and writing, and the next thing you know, it's 5 a.m.
Yes.
Because
Yep.
you know if you start, it's gonna keep going.
Yeah. I mean, I have a voice recorder. I have like notes. I have paper notes, phone notes. So like, yeah, my easy access is just writing down. Like some of them, I would write down like one word,
Yeah.
and I'm like, all right, that's enough. And then wake up and be like, what the fuck is that?
Like from the last pod.
It's so funny.
The last pod, people who don't do something because they did one thing.
Oh yeah, see, it was one of those things. I got a lot of those. You know what? There's actually, let me find an example of this because like I know I got one in here.
Just one word.
Just no, it's yeah, one word. I got better at that, but it's like the early ones here. So I got some. So this is 4 words: boner in the butt. Boner, and like, you can reread that. Look at that. Boner in the butt.
Does
I
it
don't
just
remember.
gay sex?
I don't know. I think it's like I think I liked. So at the time, I was watching a lot of Rick and Morty, and they have like a lot of silly songs on there. And I was like, I was cuddling with my ladies, and it was one of those like I just started singing
Just
like
funny
boner
song.
in the
Oh.
butt. Like you got a boner in the butt.
You could have put in parentheses like
What
song.
you gonna do? I know, but I was tired. What the boner in your butt? It was just kind of like it felt silly. It felt fun. Let's see here. Caucasian conscious.
Being aware of
I
people
don't
around you.
Whatever you want from it.
Or you walk into a room and you just scan and count the white people.
See, yeah, maybe you're. I think I had a moment where I was just putting words together, like mattress messiah.
That sounds like a band.
I think that's all I was thinking of was band names. Yeah, see that. Oh, I had Tranny Pocahontas. That was before I got to Tranny Trejo. Because I had like a different. I was experimenting with like who I looked like a transvestite version of.
Or you found out Pocahontas was a tranny and you got fucking Pocahontas. Oh, that's funnier in my head.
Pocahontas. Oh, shame. No. Pocahontas. I mean, I get what it's so. It's one of those names where you think you can come up with something quick, but then all of a sudden you're like, oh shit.
Then they poke the haunches.
Poke the haunches. I love you're doubling down on this. Oh yeah, but yeah, just stuff like that. Yep. Yeah.
You find out she's Pocahontas.
Canaholic, Mexican Hagrid. Just again, just simple, like nothing crazy. Because a lot of them are like obviously premises.
Yeah.
But I have to scroll through, like really, really scroll through to find those single ones. Because I started writing, I'm like, okay, let's do that.
So the quick little one.
Chick-fil-A Polynesian sauce. Cons 2 sets of in-laws sync periods.
Ooh.
Rave girls shuffle on your heart.
What the fuck? That sounds like an emo 303 song.
I got my trauma from my mama. That's just sad. Farmers only drug dating site for plug. ET extra tahine. Just I don't know. That was so. Look at this. Look how far this goes. Like I'm just gonna go really, really quick. Yeah, look at that. Look,
it just scrolling.
Yeah, look at that. I'm still scrolling. You can see that. Yeah. Yeah. See, look at this. Just scrolling.
God damn.
Yeah, it's not okay. There we go.
So mine's not all on one sheet. I've got like 90 million different notes with little random shit written.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's probably my method's probably not safe. I feel like I could lose it at any day and then be like, damn it. But I have it all written down too. So I mean, at least what I'm working on, I have written down.
Whether would you beer
me? Mm-hmm.
NA beer me, I'm gonna check.
Yeah, you better check. Well, now you get this special athlete.
Yeah,
I love you.
I'm not athletic.
Yeah, no.
I used to was.
Yeah. Yeah. Now you're gonna have to.
Yeah.
Now we have to go to Buff Dad.
Or I'm just gonna get fat.
No, don't do that. No, let's go. Let's go hot dad bod season.
Yeah.
Let's fucking do it. You're gonna catch us.
I'm gonna get me some Hoochie Daddy shorts.
Let's go rent a boat from Jeff and just booty shorts. Yeah. No shirts.
Not even fishing, just casting it all sexy.
Super soakers.
No one's even filming us.
We're just out there. That would be so much fun, actually.
Soaping up the boat.
We'll also the boat while we're out there.
Molly crew playing.
Oh, that is great. I love it. Yeah, it's a Motley Crew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sexy
Kickstarter dot. Was that what that? Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. That's fun stuff. Yeah. Yeah, well, I'm not opposed to it. Let's see what the rentals cost. That sounds like a fun afternoon.
You get the rental, it's just like a little trout boat.
I'm gonna be wearing one of those really cheap Aquaman costumes. Really lean into the White Mountain Momoa, but just
oh no, I'm gonna get my
it's so tight.
A rubber ducky floaty that goes around my belly.
Ooh, I get a unicorn one.
Put some sunscreen on my nose.
I'm brown. I don't need that, but you got it.
Yeah. The white side of me is dominant in the sun.
Yep.
I burn.
Yep.
But I only burn like twice, and then I start to get brown. It's nice. I just gotta deal with it.
Like an STD.
Yeah. Except the hippie.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So I'm excited. I'm excited for lake days.
Dad lake days.
Dad lake days. We should do that. We should fish. We should do a live.
We should record. We should record a pod.
Yeah,
on a boat.
Full Hollow. You can catch us at Sholo Lake. You know what I mean? And we'll set it up. I have. Well, we're not. I don't need the internet necessarily
to record.
No, we just record it. Yeah, have everything plugged in. I mean, so we will need power for this shit.
I mean,
so I'll need to get
a
generator. Well, no, we'll just be fishing.
Yeah.
So the first step will be like on the pier. So we'll have to rent the pier and just set everything up.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not windy because it's fucking windy.
Oh yeah, dude.
So yeah. Anyway, but we don't need the lights. That'd be nice. I'm already here thinking about it. Yeah, we could make this fucking work. Either that, or we do because if the water might be sketchy, we could definitely do a camping, small town dad's camping episode. Around a fire.
Tell spooky stories.
Oh, that would be fun.
Yeah.
And get other dads. Yeah, that'd be fun. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do here to here first. But yeah, we want to get into some white some bucket.
What kind of cops are these?
Oh, very experienced, very exotic cop. No, it's a hot cops. That was what the podcast was going to be called.
Hot cops.
We just talk about different cops up here.
How hot they are.
How hot they are. We judge them.
Judge them by how bad you want to be arrested by them.
And then imagine them pulling you over. Dude, that'd be great.
Time to rebrand the entire show.
Oh yeah. All right, so we got some White Mountain Watch. Let's see. I got a few here.
Who was the criminal?
Yeah, these criminals. An officer responded to a report of a disturbance at 3:22 p.m. A resident called to report that they had put some items belonging to one of their grandsons out on their porch for their grandson's girlfriend to pick up. The caller said that
I do that with my son. Get
This is his shit. So yeah, this grandmother put stuff for her grandson, and this is what's interesting because the caller said she put the items on the porch. They allegedly did not want to interact with the girlfriend of the grandson. So I think this is a breakup of some sort. But she allegedly picked the items up and then entered the home without permission, and then took a sports belt that belonged to the grandson from the table inside in the front door. The homeowner told the officers that they had got into an argument with the girlfriend, overcoming inside the home and taking the sports belt. The caller also the grandmother admitted to leaving scratches on her neck.
On the girlfriend's neck?
Yes. Scratched the girlfriend's neck.
So it sounds like homegirl went through the door, and it sounds like the belt was like kind of right
sports
there.
belt, like a weightlifting belt?
A sports belt or a baseball pants belt?
Some belt.
Sports utility belt?
For this grandson of hers.
Okay.
By the way.
And grandma says, fuck you, clawed her up.
Yep. By the way, the girlfriend is 30 years old. So, it's just funny when you listen to this grandmother dealing with her grandson's girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
And the girlfriend's 30 years old, because I first reading it, I thought she was like 17 or
For some reason in my head, I imagined like, is there a kid involved?
No.
This is
the
grandma is putting her 30-year-old son shit
grandson
on the porch.
Grandson shit on the porch for his girlfriend to come pick up.
In my head, I'm thinking like, oh, they're exchanging like kids things.
No, I know. That's what I thought.
No, that's so much worse.
This is it's so fucking good. So and then the grandmother had to scratch the girlfriend's neck. And
where's the grandson in all this? Is he watching? Is he like hiding in the room scared?
He's bugging people for money in Walmart parking lot. I don't know.
Whistling at bitches
Whistling in the ER. You know, he's doing what grandsons do. All right.
It's like having your grandma go in front of the judge for you. Like, he's
so
sorry. He didn't mean it. He's a good kid.
Oh my god. Officers located the girlfriend, who allegedly denied entering the home. Told officers that the sports belt was part of the belongings that had been left on the porch, and that she had been assaulted by the homeowner for no reason. The officer noted the scratches on her neck. He also noticed that the girlfriend had a warrant for her arrest.
Oh, shit.
So she got arrested.
even if she was wrong, she's fucked.
A lot of people have warrants up here, I noticed. Because when I was combing through the reports, you know, because we're not going to sit here and read the whole thing. That's a whole episode. But I picked just some ones. But a lot of them are like speeding, obviously criminal speeding. A lot of them are shoplifting and warrants and DUIs, man. It's wild because it's like, yeah, we've seen this person, they were suspicious, and all of a sudden we notice, hey, there's a warrant. So we're just taking them in.
Or like this person got assaulted and mugged.
Yeah.
But they had warrants.
We should start a service. Like kind of like so we let people know that if I know it could be scary to call and check. Like, you know, check, just like a credit report check.
Yeah.
We'll do like a warrant
call and check for people.
A warrant report check. You know, and we'll call for you. So yeah, we'll do a little digging and we'll let you know if you have a warrant for your arrest or not. And to prevent you from being on the White Mountain Watch.
Yeah. You scared to check? Hit us up.
Hit us up.
Will you check for me?
No.
No. Girl, that's information I don't need.
I'm gonna need you to sign something.
But that's not an NDA. That's a termination
You've been
agreement.
summoned. That's how elaborate this whole thing's been. You've been summoned.
You were a fucking process server the whole time.
Have a good day, sir.
13 episodes. 13 episodes.
Oh, that's great.
That hurts more than the 3.5 years that just went down the tube.
Oh, man.
Let's see.
You got something?
I got here.
What do you got?
An officer was called at 6:02 a.m. to Safeway in the 900 block of West Deuce Clubs for a possible man with a gun. This just happened, or is this something different? Because y'all talked about this with Josh, or you talked about a similar incident. So, when officers arrived, he allegedly found Mr. Sir, 32 of Pine Top, sleeping in front of the store with his head resting on a rifle. The officer was able to remove the rifle safely, causing him to wake up. The rifle allegedly had 17 rounds of ammunition in its magazine.
So it took 2 episodes for us to get to this.
Oh, is this the
It
same
sounds
one?
like the same one.
Because if so, then my question is, why the fuck is Safeway attracted to the gun?
Right?
Because this says that he found the gun in a dirt lot.
He found the gun in the dirt lot.
Yeah, he told the officers he found it in a dirt lot.
Okay.
But then they found drug paraphernalia on him. And he appeared to be under the influence of drugs. He admitted to being a prohibited possessor of a weapon and was arrested on suspicion of possession of drug paraphernalia and illegally having a weapon.
That is awesome.
So he just found it in a dirt lot.
So yeah, the video that we've seen was in real time.
Yeah.
It was that morning.
Okay. Well, this is dated May 7th. Was that around that? Yeah, about 2 weeks ago.
I deleted the video, but it's on social media.
Yeah.
It was everywhere, and I took a woman's video from there, from online.
Put it on Pornhub.
I just shown it. Yeah, as one does. If you want to follow us on the hub,
STDs.
STD hub. Oh, that'd be funny if we actually had
the podcast on Pornhub.
We just put it up there. Why not?
Someone would someone would
watch it. Come on. Oh, I'd hope. I don't think they would. I think it's more of just like to have on before you get to your favorite videos. It's just
like let me watch this hour-and-a-half video.
You don't want to get distracted with too much, So it's like, oh no, we'll just have this on because it's a good marker.
So you start edging, and then put on the podcast.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Pick it up later.
It's like for people in the waiting room of like an orgy. I think it'd be greght. We're just gonna throw little STDs on the screen.
While you wait for your number to
and then they think it's like, oh great, it's gonna be another like
safe sex video.
So before we go in, and hit slits and tits and holes in all its glory.
And then they leave the orgy because they were showing the power of comedy.
Maybe they just like forget, and then it's like, hey, Gabe, and you're like, oh what? You're like,
no,
hey,
I'm
bro,
I'm watching this.
Oh, I'll be right there. Yeah,
you're all the 72 virgins are waiting for you.
Come on.
Hey, I'm good.
I said I'll be right there. Hold on.
Watching my stories.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. My novelas. So, that's fun. Yeah, I think it sounds like that guy that we were showing. Basically,
that's more comforting than knowing that it happened again.
Well, yes. I mean, let's say it's the same guy because it sounds like it. It kind of fits within the time for it to be,
Because when y'all covered it, it wasn't in the White House Watch. It was just something.
It wasn't even in that. It was like it was like
it happened like that day, didn't it?
Yeah, it happened that day. I seen it on Facebook that day, and I showed Josh that video, and he's seen it too, obviously, because everyone follows the same shit. It's all small town. So when we got that, I was like, whoa, this is interesting because the comment section was where it was so divided.
Yeah.
And up here it's a very conservative town. They love their guns, and I too love my gun.
Yeah. I got a gun in the car.
Yeah. Oh, sure you do. I seen that machete.
It's a little cute gun.
No, I'm just kidding. So yeah, but that was just one of those things, like being in the state, just how it goes. But with
I think when you become an Arizona resident, they just give you a gun.
Yeah. No, it's super easy.
Yeah.
But anyway, so when it came down to like watching this video of this guy doing something that's legal outside looking in, not knowing that he just found it in the back lot, not
Which I don't believe really.
I don't either.
Like no one, because it was like it was a rifle.
It was
wasn't
a yeah, so it was a modern rifle. It didn't look like an old
Like no one's
rifle.
gonna accidentally drop that walking through now, unless they shot someone and threw it out the window.
Yeah, well, I mean, then we would read a report about someone
Yeah,
body that was just
saying.
found, behind the dome.
Behind the dome. Behind the dome.
I don't know.
If you want to sponsor the podcast,
It just came to the dome. So basically, that was just what it kind of rings that kind of So that day, yeah, there was a video of people that we know that were at Safeway that day, and they all felt this like something's not right with this guy sleeping in front of Safeway, and with a modern rifle. This is a tactical, very expensive, firearm.
They use this in war.
Yeah, and so it didn't look like it was just tossed from the video. I wasn't, but you could see the officer kind of, he had full control of the firearm. This dude was totally out of it. He definitely looked homeless.
Yeah.
So it was like check, check, check,
So that's where that argument comes in. Yeah, he's allowed to do that. But one, he's higher than shit.
Yeah.
Got drugs.
He's got drugs.
And paraphernalia on him.
Right.
At what point is that his right to still do that while he's not in his right mind?
Exactly. And that's where that line is. So it's and that's where we obviously came to the conclusion where it's like, well, if he's just out there, like, there's no reason really for him to have this unless he was homeless.
Yeah.
If you're straight up homeless and you're not doing anything wrong, and this is one of your last piece of properties you have.
Yeah.
It's
and
like,
if you're homeless, you might as well sleep with it.
And
that.
And you don't want it. You don't want it loaded either, because it just doesn't look good. These things don't help you. It's already one thing that you have a rifle.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's gonna fuck with you. But
unless they got a bigger rifle.
Yeah. And then why are you sleeping in front of Safeway? There's plenty of other places.
you could stay in that dirt lot.
Yeah, right in the back lot. But it's it's. I mean, he had I don't know. The lesson is he needs a handgun, handgun, and hide his drugs better. I don't know, but
if you're gonna carry a rifle in front of Safeway, at least put your drugs in your butt.
I mean, yeah, there you go. Say you didn't learn something today.
Yeah, the more you know.
Mm-hmm.
They're safe in your butt as long as you don't go to jail.
Okay, so I got one here. We got at 11 a.m. an officer attempted to pull over the vehicle that this 45-year-old from Lakeside was driving on South White Mountain Road for speeding, right? She's speeding. He clocked her in at 70 miles per hour in a 45 zone.
Oh, that chick get.
Instead of pulling over, allegedly accelerated and made a rapid turn into a residential neighborhood that ended in a dead end.
Ooh. Oh, man. That realization. You turn and you think you're slick.
You made the choice, too. Like, you know what? Fuck this small town. God. Not knowing that majority of places up here are dead ends.
Yeah. You got to know the back roads.
It's great. And then he pulled into a private driveway, so got to the dead end and was like, okay, just got bailed, pulled into someone's house, and then started walking towards the home.
Oh, shit. Well, he committed to that
He committed!
Like, fuck, I hope the door's unlocked. I hope the door's unlocked.
Damn, I left my keys at work. Oh, that was great. When the officer, when he stopped him, he asked him why he had pulled into the driveway. They allegedly told the officer that he was responding to a help wanted ad at the location.
Oh, he was there for a job.
He was there for a yap. Kitchen was booked. He was booked, and held on suspicion of criminal speeding and possession of drug paraphernalia.
Oh, man, he could have just stopped and gotten the ticket and would have gotten away.
Yep.
Or picked a different street and turned down.
Yep. Yeah. Or yeah, I just love that moment where it's like we've all been there where all right, what am I gonna do?
Oh, yeah.
You know,
I can run. I can do it.
respect for the.
Oh, that took balls. They
That
committed.
took ball. It's to get park. Just continue with it.
Imagine that family's in there.
And
like,
now, what if it's like a single mom, and now you have a family?
Oh. Just go in and kiss her.
Just
You're
go
all
in.
ready.
Daddy's on.
The cops knock. You're just like, go with it. Just go with it.
I think so. An officer patrolling in an area of Fellowship Hall. Yeah, we're still on this. Oh shit. Let's see. A woman came across. Oh, sorry. At 1:04 p.m., came across a woman standing in the middle of the turn lane near the intersection. The woman allegedly told the officer that she was walking to the bus stop. When the officer asked for her name, she allegedly gave the officer a family member's name.
Ooh,
The officer returned to the vehicle to do a record. Right? Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm
Was
saying.
she stopped in the middle lane in her car?
She was standing in the middle of the turn lane.
Okay.
She wasn't in a car. She was
Oh, okay.
apparently just walking to the bus stop, as she said. And he was, but the officer said, "You're standing in the turn lane. What are you doing?" And he was like, "Can I get your name?" She gives him a family member's name.
Sketchy.
Right. So when the officer stopped and asked, oh, sorry. So the officer returned to the vehicle to do a record check on the name and found that there was a warrant for that person's arrest.
For the family member's name that she gave.
Yes.
Oh. There's no way out of that one.
When the officer told the woman she was under arrest for the warrant, the woman's like, "No, no, 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 no.
That's not
That's
me.
not me. This
My
is
bad."
me."
Oh, shit.
The officer, she had allegedly given him the name of a family member, and the officer was able to verify that she was this other person and cited and released her for obstruction giving a false name.
So, first of all, did she just stop in the middle lane and, like, forget where she was going?
I don't know.
Or, like, that's weird, first of all.
Why would you just stand in the side, like, it just, because she's just standing there. She's going to the bus stop. Maybe she's on her phone.
Maybe?
Like, she just stopped on her phone, was
Needed
like,
the
she was
GPS.
walking, or no, like, just texting or whatever. I don't know. And then, like, he was like, "Hey, get the fuck out of the road." Maybe she gave some little
Yeah.
attitude, and he was like, "Okay, you know what? Give me your name." And she was like, "I'm Gabriel Lee Nelson." Yeah. And then he was like, "All right,
Well, you got warrants.
well, you're under arrest then."
No, that's not me. All right, well, you're under arrest still. Then.
That's fun. See, these are fun.
I've always thought, though, like, there's times where I thought I would try to give a fake name, but I don't even know what name I would give.
Ooh, let's do that
Like, I didn't know.
now, sir. You don't have your ID on you. Can I at least get your name?
John Leach, Mayor Sholo.
Oh, love your barbecue.
Yeah.
Carry on. Carry on.
Lovely barbecue.
Well,
goddamn, that was easy.
That was easy. That was good. I'm just gonna use that.
Our cops must not know our mayor.
No, they don't.
Let's see. At 4:36 p.m., an officer responded to a report of shoplifting at Walmart.
Ooh.
The store loss prevention employee told the officer that this lady of Sholo was an employee at the store and had allegedly failed to scan several items while checking out using the Walmart app between February and March. She claimed she forgot to scan the item.
That's just an employee discount.
Yeah. Oh, wait, that's stealing?
What?
No.
So there's a snitch. That's what I hear. Someone fucking snitched. What a bitch.
No, she probably went to her trusted coworker like, yo, I found a way around this shit.
No, what if
And
she
then-
bought something for her coworker where I was like, "Hey, can you go
Oh.
snag me some of this? Like, I'm gonna be off later."
Yeah.
And then she does so, and then
The coworker
The
shit beefs on the
coworker's
way
like,
out.
"Wait, I had to pay your ass." Oh yeah, or whatever. I don't know. So, but yeah, it was damn another coworker, or yeah, because it was Walmart employee, their shoplifting
Yeah,
thing.
not scanning shit. I saw someone go up the other day at Walmart. And they just literally walked up and scanned a QR code
Mm-hmm.
and scanned their shit and literally just walked away.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm guessing that probably happened.
Mm.
Scanned their shit, brought up the app. Because to be fair, back in the day, I've totally
Yeah.
freaking gotten over on self checkout. Before
Well,
the security got better,
I became a better person before self checkout. Like I was on that road.
I was teetering the
So
line.
like when that happened, I was more old school where I was like, no, I'm just gonna go to a cashier.
I still prefer to go to a
I
cashier.
don't, because like that's where I treated crime like an addiction, where it's like, no, I'm not gonna put myself.
I'm not gonna relapse
I'm
on
not
crime.
No, I don't want to. I'm gonna stick with this,
Go to Crime
and I'm gonna go.
Anonymous.
Yes, yeah, exactly. You'll be there. But no, I would go to the old school. I would go to a cashier. I'd wait in fucking line. I don't care if I'm holding all my items.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm doing
Ice
this.
cream and your arms
Yeah.
all frozen.
Yep. I don't care. I don't care. And I gotta try to look tough with 30 racks. And just be like, it's hurting my arms.
You don't want to set it down.
But I don't want to set them
and
down. And every now and again I put one under my other arm, and then put and just kind of be like, like check my.
And it looks like you're holding two.
Yeah, now I'm gonna do, but I'm like really shaking out of this one, and then okay, but yeah, you gotta do this whole act. That's just how it goes, in Pooh City.
Or like in Pooh City. Their jingle is the most racist.
I used to clean their floors. It's like you really want to get.
Or like you're standing in line for the cashier, and there's a massive line behind you, but your butthole really itches.
But I love them. They have circle.
Wiggle.
They have circle belts.
Old Bashes used
the
to have
table.
those.
Oh, it's so good. I used to be a bagger, so I can appreciate that technology.
I was a badass bagger.
Oh, you weren't? You didn't? You go to the bag off?
No.
See,
it drives me nuts watching people bag.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? Who? Did you not watch the training video upstairs? God damn it!
I bet you're not checking for Bob either.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Bottom of the basket.
I forgot about Bob.
Yeah.
My problem was
never forget about Bob.
My problem with self checkout was when I was a cashier, I had to learn every motherfucking produce code or scroll through that whole fucking book to find it.
No, you don't be that.
And now
bitch.
you can just scan that shit.
Excuse me.
No,
and then have a whole line of people.
Yeah.
No, don't go fucking. No, you just fake it, and we just sold a shitload of leaks. Pistachios. I don't know. Dude, my fucking Theos would go through the Food City, and they would just grab a bunch of shit almonds, and while they walk, because he had these big ass things, where you could just kind of scoop them in. They would be full before we left.
Oh, the days of walking around the grocery, I'd go with my grandparents or parents, eat grapes out of the bag while shopping.
Yep.
Or I'd grab the gummy worms and get smacked, and keep your hands out of there.
Exactly. Oh man. Good old days. Man. White Mountain Watch. That was fun.
Not bad crime this week.
You know what? I kind of feel bad. I feel a little slimy when I'm looking at the police reports and being like, "Ooh, what's good for this? What's good for this week?"
Whose misfortune?
I do kind of feel bad about it. But
no, you don't.
No, I mean it's because I mean it's a good feeling to know that where the bar's at,
and that it's just not you.
Yeah, it's just I feel better about myself. It's like when you read about bad parents in the news, and you're just like, oh, okay, see,
I'm doing all right.
I'm all right. I'm all right. I'm all right.
I just punched my kid in the mouth, but I didn't do that.
Yeah, exactly. Come on. Yeah. So yeah, it was fun. So new segment. You want to go into something we haven't done yet?
Yeah.
How about a little show and tell?
Ooh.
Yeah, I don't have lights for those.
Like kindergarten style?
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing about this. The premise behind this segment was you remember the good days of show and tell. And as adults with money, and friends with money, and or just even spending money to be in a place where you are gifted something. So there's to there's perks that come with being an adult.
Get cooler.
One of the cons of being an adult is no more show and tell.
Yeah, right. Because then if you could just come out and like be like, "Hey, look what I got," they're like, "Oh, we get it. You got something cool."
Oh, cool. Nice pull stick, Gabe.
Yeah, fuckers.
It's warped, bitch. Sorry, that hits
Like-
that hurts. Huh?
Like on your birthday when you get like the knockoff version of the toy, and your friend's like, "That's not the real
boy.
one."
Yeah. I used to get made fun of for my cleats, too, in baseball because my dad got me all-purpose cleats.
Oh.
And they look like soccer cleats. So, and he was like, "No, you can use them for football. You can use them for baseball." And like, and everyone just like,
the
"No."
coach is like, "No one make fun of Jesse."
"Yeah." And I didn't have baseball pants, so
Did you wear sweats?
I had to wear my dad's sweats, like twice the size of my sweats. They all like mimic the MC Hammer like typewriter dance. Oh, because my fucking pants, dude.
See, like growing up, where I grew up playing Little League, like you were the kid that someone covered the fee for so they could play anyways.
Yep. It's great.
To demean the poor kid.
No, not at all. So show and tell. Speaking of poor kids.
Yeah. I used to have a new bat every year. I'm just kidding.
Well, I mean, I did talk about in one episode, like, one of my gifts were shoes. You know what I mean? You know, I was like, on the other end of one of those Toms or whatever. Like, when you bought shoes, I was gifted shoes, like that kind of thing.
Every time some white girl in Scottsdale bought Toms,
Yeah,
you got a pair of like
I got a pair
K-Swiss.
of Hey Dudes or Fat Farms.
Airwalks.
Air Force Ones, yeah.
Fat Farms. Jesus Christ.
You like that? Yo.
Some of them Payless Timberlands.
Oh, yeah, baby. Shacks. Shacks from Walmart. Oh, yeah. Knockoff Pumas. You know it. Yeah, we had Timmy Hilfigers.
Calvin Klein.
It was Calvin Clan. I just told you about my grandparents.
Why is everything white?
Everything was clean. It was. They came with a hood.
Why's my beanie got eye holes?
It came with ankle socks that were made into the
Fucking clan romper.
Like clan cholos. That's what it was. Like high socks.
It's fashion. You wouldn't get it.
You wouldn't get it. No. So, want me to show you my socks? Is that where we're going? You want to go first? Or do you want?
Let's see here.
I mean, I don't have like a huge story to mine.
I don't really either. I just a couple cool things.
Okay, well, so like I don't want to be one upped. So,
Is that why you
so
want me to
I'm
go
trying to
first?
figure out because
No.
like yeah, kind of.
No, my shit's gonna be like that kid that forgot it was show and tell until like right before they were going to school, so they ran back in their room
Okay.
and like searched through their toy box.
Yeah, I did that too.
So first thing I gotta show is my dick.
Yeah, everyone's seen that. Who are you kidding? No, it's funny because like on the camera, like you still have the microphone, but you're off. But you could be making any noises down there. Oh yeah.
Actually, robbery.
Ooh yeah.
Yeah. Give me your
That doesn't
computer.
have a serrated edge. I'm not scared of it. Like Dave.
It's probably not even that sharp.
Sorry, but
This is just
that is
something-
badass.
It's something I've been like gotten from someone at my
Yeah,
bar.
no, get it in there. Come on, go ahead.
It's just massive.
Here,
kinda
I'll
like,
do it while you talk about it.
like,
Like, ooh, like one of those shows, like you're selling it or something, right?
So what we have here is an artistic Bowie knife. I'm guessing maybe handmade or machine made somewhere, someplace. And Jesse let his hair down. It's going to up the price of this blade. That was hand given to me by someone getting drunk at my bar who had it in their truck. Bam. No, so someone just gave it to me. They're like, "Hey, come check this stuff out," and went out to their car, and there's like 3 different fucking massive knives. That's all you want one?
That's awesome.
So then I just took it back into one night and set it next to my pool cue. Like, you definitely can't have this in there.
No, you definitely can't.
But it's taken a lot out of me because
But there was less fights that night.
yeah, it's got a little belt holster.
Yeah, let me see that
I've
thing.
really wanted to just put it on and like go
It's
into
got an
public
eagle
with
on it too. Look at that, and a Z for Zorro.
it. Yeah,
Look at that.
this is a knife.
Yeah, I think I bought the same thing when I was 12 at a
Yeah.
swap meet.
Yeah, you get this from like the Christmas parade.
I love it.
No, I love it too. It's
I also have a weapon.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's probably cooler than this.
No,
weapon.
no, no. But I just want to like. No, we can keep talking about this. So someone. So do you know this? Is this person like someone that's you've been serving for a long time? Are they family? Are they friends?
It's,
Like,
it's
what's your
actually
relation to this person?
one of the pool community members.
Okay, so you're in the league. Congratulations, by the way, on your guys' recent
not,
pool league.
and not coming in last.
Well, that's all we care about, right?
And I
It
got
makes the drinks worth it.
and I got $50 to buy dinner that night. So
That's how I do it, baby.
pretty
Yeah.
much.
But yeah, I'm interested. I want to do it. I mean, because I've done 2 dart leagues. I think I might want to split them
Ooh,
up.
I need some members for this upcoming season.
Okay, that'd be cool.
So 2. Actually, I only think 2 of the 5 of us are coming back. So
Well, I mean, people can jump ship, right? I might be able to steal Josh McPeak. That'd be fun.
ooh,
You, me, Josh. How
I
many
don't
people
know.
do we need? 5?
He's on a pretty good fucking team.
Well, he's not. They didn't win. I think you'd want to have
Where
more
is your
fun.
loyalty?
I want to know.
Oh,
this
it would be
is
fun,
leagues. This is supposed to be just funsies,
and I
baby.
think we would come.
Funsies.
I think we would come up with a fire.
Why? So you want to
name.
win $80 a person? Like,
I mean, kinda.
so today's show, I'm going to show off my pins in the dart league. That's what I'm going to show.
I don't have none of that $50 left.
Damn right, baby. You put them on. Off.
you,
Give me your beer. Give me your whiskey.
Give me your whiskey. I'm done with this. If you guessed 18 days, congratulations.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. You win this knife. But that's great. So okay. So somebody that you play in the league with, he was just how'd it come up?
So
Because I'm sorry, but
no.
I don't go to a whole lot of people's cars and then go, "Hey, you want this
No.
knife?"
It wasn't as random, I guess, as I put off. Like
Yes.
there was a big pool tournament one weekend, and they raffled off like a stick. Like he raffled off a couple of these. And
Really?
he just had extra ones.
Who raffled them off? Like, so there was a guy that's selling they're giving out the sticks and knives.
Yeah. That's
Who is this?
That's
dude?
some White Mountain shit, baby.
That is White Mountain. It's like this one parking lot that I passed up here in the White Mountains. It had kettle corn and ammo, and no joke, they had alligators.
Followed by the ribeye truck.
Yes, it was a bit followed by the mayor's barbecue truck. We love you, Mayor.
It's just me pulling pork.
Wearing that knife. Ching. What do you want? How thin do you want it?
It's just dull. It's just smashing me.
That's great. Well, so yeah, how'd it come up?
It was a couple days later, and I went for one of the smaller tournaments.
Okay.
And he's like, "Hey, come check this out." And he opened it. It had all these like, "You fucking want one?"
Yeah.
He's like, "I can't get rid of them. Like these things suck."
That's great.
So it's like, "Oh yeah, hell yeah."
These things
And
suck. I know a guy.
And then I don't know. I keep all the shit. I keep a lot of the shit I get from bar patrons.
Yeah.
You know, I had another thing I wanted to bring. Someone gave me a boomerang once.
Ooh,
but
same guy.
I have it above my desk at work.
Oh, gotcha. That's awesome,
And
though.
I've gotten babies, itches.
Yeah.
You know, certain things. Herpes, maybe. I'm not sure.
Yeah, well, that's why you're on STDs.
Yeah.
Baby. That's
All right.
cool. I like it.
I showed and told.
I love it. Thank you for bringing. Thank you, everybody. Everyone, come on, yeah, thank you for the. Now, I do have a weapon as myself. Mine's more of an axe, like a hatchet, if you will.
Oh, damn.
That's right, baby. So this I made. This is a 3D print of my dwarven hand
I
axe.
thought you forged it.
Thank you.
You made it look way heavier. Bring it down.
Well, it is pretty. I mean, you want to. hold it. Yeah, you can hold it. You can show them. So there's some rattling. So there's things inside, but basically this is multiple pieces to print. You can't just print it like this and
Yeah.
go, oops, yeah, cool, So this here, um, one end in the actual handle here comes out and holds my dice.
Oh,
Look at that, huh?
and so it's functional too.
It's functional, so it holds all my dice. This is a full set for Dungeons and Dragons.
And you always keep that thing
I always keep that thing. Look at that. And look how bigger than a Snicker. And
on. Like my wiener.
the in the actual
Oh, that's more.
it opens up, and I have my mini. That's who I play. I'm a dwarf cleric. My name is Mezzo Magic Root,
Looks just like little too white.
and it holds my miniature in the actual axe. I got some magnets in here, but you can see like the layer lines and whatnot.
Yeah.
Each piece is printed.
Did you design this, or is this a template that you downloaded?
No, this is a template that I purchased.
Oh,
yeah,
hell
yeah, because there's a lot of companies that if you don't, I mean, they'll print them for you, you know. But if you have your own, then you can pay. I mean, it cost me maybe like $3
Yeah.
for the for the file.
How long did it take?
This took, I mean,
I know that shit takes a minute.
it takes hours. Like, it's definitely quicker to just buy something like
Yeah,
that.
but that's
And
not
then
the point.
and then I painted it all because this is all white.
Okay, so
The filament.
you didn't have it printed in these colors.
No, this is all
Oh,
paint that
okay.
I put on. Um, but it's got dwarven. Um, it's
Symbols.
letters. I added on the paint here. We did some of the like forged steel.
The textures.
Yeah, in the paint and the textures, and I'll try to get that. And you can still see the layer lines and whatnot, but you can see that that groove there.
Yeah.
That's where I just lift up and you get your little miniature and whatnot. I'm not trying to sell these. I just like making them.
Keep your drugs in there.
Yeah, you definitely could. But this is what my actual character has on them in the game, and I just like being a dwarf with my axe. It just brings me more into the game, makes it more immersive.
When you say that's what you are you that so in a campaign and it's different? You're the same character for different.
No, and the campaign can last years.
Yeah, that's pretty much up to y'all.
I'm
right?
this character in this show.
Okay.
For however long it lasts. There are rules, but it's just basically acting with your buddies with rules.
Yeah.
Like you can't just play pretend and just be like, all right, so I'm the king of the moon, and my dick's bigger than yours, and I kill you with it. Like, you know what I mean? You can't just.
For that reason, I'm out.
Exactly. So there's rules. Like, okay, well, what does that mean? How big? It's like, can you live on the moon? Like,
and then you gotta roll to find out if you can.
You can. So the rolling aspect basically determines like the ultimate decisions that are made throughout the game. But you can also then you can pick preloaded characters.
Yeah.
So you can read through characters. There's people online that'll just create characters for fun. Yeah, and then you could go through and be like, that sounds like a lot like someone that I'd like to play. And then just go with that. But the sheet has all your stats. And those is that's what you need when you're actually playing in those like when you need to be sneaky or stealthy or how strong are you. So if you're trying to, it could be as simple as like you're in a tavern and you guys are just hanging out and all of a sudden you piss off this other dude and he challenges you to an arm wrestle. How can you determine if you beat him or not? You can't just be like, well, I know I would, so I win. Like, but the die, there's so much. And when your guys are playing and you're putting the time in, especially as adults, and how like precious that time can be, it's like it just does give you that outlet to just play pretend. Like you definitely got to let it go, and the rules help because it's like it totally makes sense. Like
it keeps it from being chaos.
Yeah, and most people go ape shit for a natural 20. Because it's like well, there's only 20 sides to it, so balance.
It's gonna happen eventually.
It's gonna happen.
Now, do people have like rolling techniques that they stand by?
No, they're just superstitious, so they'll have like special dice rollers or things like
Yeah.
that. Special like dice. I have a lot. I have over like 80 like
Goddamn.
sets of dice. But it's just one of those I play with people and they don't have them, or I introduce people into them, or I just like to have them on me. And naturally, you pick up more dice, as you go. These ones, because my character is a dwarf and they're good at smithing, and specifically, I have members in my family, my clan, that were really good, forgers, living in the mountain, real like Lord of the Rings shit. So my dice are metal, and they have some weight to it, so you get that thunk, like when you. Yeah.
Can I roll it?
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, you may. Would you roll?
Well, your property is mine now.
So yeah. I love it. I love this game, and I put in the time. I mean, just the paint alone for all the pieces took me like 8 days.
God damn, that's commitment.
Yeah, and then to print them, it took probably a week.
Do you have a 3D printer?
I do have two.
Oh shit! Nice.
Yeah, I have two 3D printers. I have a lot of filament. I haven't done a whole lot of 3D printing today because we're still in that middle phase of like unpacking and packing kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah. So in the case of we have to move, like that's a bitch to tear down, take down, have up. Yeah. And so yeah, and space has been kind of limited. So it would be no podcast. Right. I would put my shit here. This is two 3D printers worth. No, but I love it. It's a fun hobby. I like printing all these different things. I even thought about doing it as like a small town business, but I don't want to work. Just make shit.
Stuck making hundreds of keychains.
I like having it just for things like this that I could have special made for myself. You know, and I make stuff for my friends. I made my DM things. I made my Ashley, his wife. I made her a dagger that holds dice. And stuff. And but it's a fun game. We should do it if you're ever interested. Yeah.
What? Are you ready? This is the thing.
All right. Whoa! American History X over here.
The most non-racist skinhead you'll ever meet.
Oh, I love it.
Nope, I have.
What, did you get a motorcycle too?
No, just the leather jacket. No,
Whoa!
I Britney Spears did.
Nice. How light do you feel? Right? How much weight did you lost? But perfect timing. Right? But it's getting hot now.
Hot. I've never gone bald. I've cut my hair off before.
Yeah.
But just never went all the way.
Did you do it yourself?
I did.
Oh, okay.
With my beard trimmers.
Oh.
I told you, I Britney.
You your manscaped? You like bald? You manscaped your head?
It was similar to shaving the balls.
Yeah, I bet.
Less tender.
Yeah, less skin.
But no, it was just time. It was falling out in the back anyway. It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Yeah.
Wanted to keep people on their toes. Needed a change.
Yeah.
There's a lot tied to that hair.
It was long. If you compare the last episode
to this. And I had a whole plan. That wasn't even the hat I wanted to wear.
Don't even fucking lie. This is Gabe's alter. He's a twin. The racist twin.
Yeah, I'm actually filling in for Gabe again this week because he's all fucking being a bitch.
He's doing his thing, being gay.
Being depressed and shit.
So we got new Gabe in the building.
New summertime bald daddy vibes.
Yes.
That's what this summer's about.
Yes. Well, I wish your bald had many rubs from very sexy tortas.
Jesse said if 500 subscribers, he'll shave his head too.
Yeah, I don't care.
Oh, shit.
I really don't care. Like this shit here, man. Like I can donate this. Like this is a lot.
See, I didn't have a kind enough soul to think that. I just threw my hair away.
Threw it in the toilet because you're renting.
There was like, a lot
fuck these drains.
In the shower drain. So every time you shower, it's like a foot bath.
Yeah, that's great.
But
feel
no,
like in the ocean with these jellyfish.
But this is my life now. Feels weird. My head gets cold.
Yeah.
A lot of people are rubbing it.
How long did it take for you to get? I mean, because like I've only known you with medium length, and then it just got longer from there. And
So
from
when-
the first time I'd known you to yesterday,
When we met,
it was long,
did I have short hair when we met?
short-ish
Because
hair.
I
Not,
had
it wasn't. I mean, you were still working. Like,
before I cut it the last time, it was down to my butt. So
Hmm.
since you've known me, was it growing back from the last time that I cut it? And
okay,
I've been closer to 3 years.
okay,
No, 2 years maybe.
yeah. Well, I mean, you can still grow hair.
Yeah.
I feel like you just rubbing it into all the bald guys that can't grow hair that
Well,
you
no, because
serve. Like, yeah, I can just cut it off if I want.
I could grow it, but then be bald right here and look real kumbaya-ish.
Yeah.
I didn't want that.
Man, it's like that.
It's in that basic
Well,
bald-induced spot.
when it's that long, though, it's noticeable. Why
Well, I
don't you just keep it at like I don't know,
because it's all or nothing, baby.
or like a mohawk? You can't do a mohawk with that
I-
spot thing there.
I've done that too many times.
Yeah.
Every time I cut my hair, it goes.
How many
into a mohawk.
hairstyles have you had?
Long hair and mohawk when I cut it.
When you took that off, I thought you were gonna tell me you had cancer. I was like, why do you have your beard
So
still?
it's really STDs.
Crabs on the head. I'd had to shave it. Did you have piojos? Did you? You went to school today, and the nurse called. And
It's lice.
yep, that's it. Man,
But
well,
now I look just like my dad.
do you? Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I've never met your dad, so
Like imagine me with a little balder and grayer.
okay, okay.
Well, not balder now, just a little grayer.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, you still think you have long hair? You have
I know,
phantom
dude.
hair yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do that because I'm so used to always doing that. Like
Yeah.
pushing it out of my face.
Yeah.
Or it looks like now I just have a twitch. I'll be all trying to move it.
That's great.
I still wore the
That's
hair,
a bit.
I wore the hair tie on my wrist for about 2 days after I did
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
And
See?
I actually ran into one of your wives yesterday.
Yeah.
Because I went to the Irish Colleen. I had some time to kill. My
Yes.
son was napping with his sitter. So I
Yeah.
was like, I'm gonna go shoot a couple games
Sure,
of pool, shoot
sure.
some darts. And she walks in and walks right by me, kind of like side eyes me, and goes right by me. So
Yeah.
I like go into the bar area, and
Sure.
say hi. And she's like, "Holy shit!" I was like, I thought I recognized that person, but it just
Edward
didn't
Norton!
register. Yeah.
What are you doing here?
Oh, that's an honor.
There you go. Oh, I could do a deep cut like YouTube. Vsauce. No, no, sorry.
Just me
That's
curb stomping someone. But I was like, "Do not tell Jesse."
right.
And I don't know if it had been relayed to you because I'd seen some of the dart players. As well,
Yeah,
so maybe
sure.
someone would have said something. And earlier when you were setting up, I wasn't thinking about it, and I like took my hat off. To,
Yeah.
Like, scratch my head, but I
Yeah.
think you were occupied with the computer.
Well, I seen it in the poll pictures,
Oh yeah. Okay.
so you can blame Jeff for that. But yeah, I was like, if you seen, I hearted your
Oh,
photo.
I didn't even see that.
Yeah, I hearted your photo.
Damn it.
All right, and in most photos I just thumbs up, but no, I was like, oh, okay, I see you. Yeah,
Yeah, that's the thing. Britney
Yes.
Spears did shave my head, flash my twat, and
Yes.
we're a different person now.
new beginnings, baby. I love it. That's what we're about, And man, with the whole shaving it off with your beard trimmers,
Yeah.
respect.
That same night, my son had got his first haircut,
Uh-huh.
and then I was just looking at it.
Do I have some clippers? You should have just asked. I had some decent clippers.
It wouldn't have been the same. It had to be in that moment right then.
So what were you watching? Like G.I. Jane or something? And it like boosted your. I'm gonna do this.
No, I was sitting there with a broken heart, sad.
Listen, country. Listen to Little Titty.
So I did. I put my hair in a top ponytail and cut it with the kitchen scissors, and then
Yes.
just went for it.
Nice. Well, it
And-
looks good.
And I
It
did.
fits.
I did shave my balls first.
Oh. I noticed some bumps on the back of your head.
There's a little crab here.
Mine.
I was just thinking about a couple restaurants I've been eating at a lot.
Okay,
lately.
yeah, sure.
And I go R&R.
Let's hear it. R&R Pizza. Love it.
Love me some R&R. Probably my
Yeah.
favorite pizza up here.
Yeah.
I think it stands up there at the top with the best pizza on the mountain.
I agree.
Their ingredients are fresh. They got good wings, good sauce.
Yes.
The owner's the homie.
The homie.
Hooks it up fat.
Yeah, he plays darts.
They delivered to me the other night when they were only open for like 15 more minutes.
Yeah.
So I really appreciated that.
Yeah, he's giving me discounts when I'm playing at One Eyes.
Yeah.
That's not a quick trip. You
They
know.
actually don't even go that far.
Yeah, they don't go that far. And he'll and respect. Hell yeah.
Except on Sundays when you're there playing darts and not able to bring me some fucking pizza. Making me order Pizza Hut like a goddamn.
And you smell so
plebeian.
fucking delicious.
Yeah.
You just got off of work.
Who do you think you are?
No, but you're right. It's top. It's top.
Yeah.
In Pine Top.
Yeah. Right by the house.
Yes.
I be eating a lot of R&R.
Yes. And well, not the house restaurant.
Oh no, by my house.
Okay. I just wanted to say.
Yeah,
clarify.
that's a tricky one.
Oh, it's great.
We'll plug the house on another pod.
Where else have you been eating at?
Oh, the picnic basket.
The picnic basket.
That's
I haven't eaten
That's
there.
my breakfast spot.
Okay.
Awesome.
When'd you begin? When'd you begin at the breakfast spot?
Their chicken fried steak and their home fries.
Okay.
Absolute gas.
Okay.
Service is good.
Right.
You know, the atmosphere is nice.
Wait, is it just breakfast and lunch? Or?
Yeah, I think they're only open till like 2.
Okay.
But you can do full menu all day. You can do breakfast all the way up till 2.
Sure. Oh yeah.
They got a good corned beef and hash.
Mm-hmm.
They do breakfast nachos.
Mm.
Good shit.
Nice.
And then basic lunch shit.
What else? You have more or no? That's it. Right on. All right. We're about to go through a lightning round.
I know. Fuck.
Where has Gabe eaten recently?
And a Hot Pocket.
Hot Pocket. Hot Pocket. Yeah. Well, and awesome episode. Everything's fun. We're getting there. I'm excited for the new live recording
I'm super
show.
excited for
Father's
that.
Day at One Eye Jack's.
Come sign up.
8
Get on the
p.m.
pod. Get interviewed.
And you can still do your bar thing. We're just having the show there.
Yeah. Enjoy
So
it.
I apologize. Yeah, but you're gonna hear it. Be on it. Come watch it. And then maybe we can play some darts and pool later. After that'd be fun.
Yeah. But when we see you at the bar and you say you haven't watched the pod, we better see you at this bar and you don't have an excuse.
We're bringing the pod to you.
You're gonna have to watch it.
It's right there. Okay. Yeah. Marketing's ingenious on this. Come on.
Either that or we're just shoving it down throats.
I'm sorry. I don't have a phone. Don't worry about it. You don't have to have a phone.
Do what you normally do. We'll come to you.
Just do your just drink.
Do your
and we'll be there.
Do your normal Sunday night
Yes.
trashness.
One Eye Jack Sports Lounge and Sholo will have the live recording of the Small Town Dads podcast there from 8 p.m. till 8. Please sign up. You can sign up online. You can DM me or see Gabe in person.
Yep.
Or you can sign up at the show. Or if not, you can just watch the show. I think it's going to be one for the books. Can't wait for it. It's going to be awesome.
And you can bring us beers when we run out.
Hell yeah. Or add to the prize pool. We're going to have a bucket for
How
many days Gabe's going to be sober.
Better be a high number, motherfuckers.
Yeah. All right. Well, we got to be out of here. We got dad stuff to do
Yeah,
now.
I got to go to work tonight.
I do too. Putting them darts in. I got to go to work tonight. Ooh,
I'm getting the people drunk
happiness.
getting them darts in.
Yeah. All right. Well, appreciate you, homie. It's a fun
Absolutely.
episode. Thank you all.
See you next week.
See ya.
Just some small town dads living in the White Mountains.